Oh man, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? I owe everybody an apology. I have to say, I owe everybody an apology. But first, if you're here, welcome in. I'm glad you made it here today. Today is Thursday, March 21st. Um, I missed yesterday. Did you miss me? That's the question. Did you miss me? But no, yesterday, man, it was tough. It was a tough day yesterday. Had a lot to do, a lot to get done. Woke up and just hit the ground running. Got a little tired. Mind you, I had woke up at 3 in the morning. I'm usually up about 4:30, but I was up at 3 in the morning. My mind racing, and I was just trying to get some things done. So I want to make sure I'm on. There we go. We hot. We hot. All right. My mind just was going, man. So I got up, did some work, came downstairs, got to doing graphics, all different things, and then my computer started going crazy. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was happening with my computer, but I was fighting my computer from sun up to sundown, and I just got kind of frustrated. Got up and did some other things, made sure I had to get done. But yeah, man, glad you guys are here. I am back. Um, on this cold Thursday, it's freezing outside, man. I went to get my coffee and it was absolutely freezing outside. I said, man, what happened? We had 70 degrees, now it's 28. What is going on? I had to let the car idle for a little bit, man. It was crazy, man. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Go ahead, share it out, like, subscribe to the channel. That's D2 Athletics on Twitter, D2 Sports Network 1 on Instagram, and D2 Athletics on YouTube and Facebook. But a lot going on. We are working. I could tell you guys one thing. If you have never planned the event, you don't know how stressful this process is. It is extremely stressful right now. Getting the invites out, creating the graphics, um, planning locations for the game, locations for practice, tryouts, getting the food, the concessions, the speakers, the sound equipment. I got to get the clock operate. The official is just so many different layers to this event, and right now it is definitely the biggest thing on my plate right now. And then you try to do that with regular everyday life and running a business. So it's been kind of tough for me the last couple of days, but I just wanted to get out and kind of talk about that. We are in the process of planning our All South Jersey basketball games for boys and girls. We're going to do boys and girls eighth grade, boys and girls underclassmen, and a senior game. So as of right now, I believe we have 20 players. The boys rosters are pretty much almost done. Um, we have a couple spots we want to fill. I believe we got 4 players on each one that we have to get secured. So just this morning, a couple people reached out and let me know that they were going to be in the game. So I got to go back and check the master sheet, the master roster. If you haven't gotten an invite, listen, we are not biased. This list was put together by a couple of different people. Salute to Kevin Emmons, who's pretty much taken the reins of this thing, and we have some really good players. If you have not been following what we're doing on Instagram about releasing the players, um, you might want to tune in. Our underclassmen game is a really, really good roster. I mean, that roster is really good. Some amazing players. We want to give them the spotlight. And that underclassmen game is kind of like the next up, right? They're the next crop of guys that are going to be like this, the seniors that are leading the charge for their respective teams. So this is going to be a big event. That game will be absolutely amazing. Our senior game has some kids in it um that have not played in any other All-Star game for whatever reason. Some, the date and time didn't align, but they are participating in our game. That game is shaping up to be a really good roster as well. And then once we're done now. We should be done those rosters today. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. We should be done that roster today. We have a couple spots to fill out and a couple confirmations we just have to go about getting. Once we get those, it's a wrap. It's over for those. That's going to finish up today. And then we can start getting out all of the itinerary and all of that stuff. So for our girls, we have something coming in. Why is this so small down here? Hold on, let me adjust this. Sorry, guys. I want to make this a little bit bigger. I don't know what is going on with this. Hope you guys can see that. Maybe I'll put this over here. Everybody can see it out of the way. All right, cool. Now I can see that a little bit better too. Sorry about that, guys. I'm on the spot. We live, baby. How do you qualify for the underclassmen All-Star game? All right, so pretty much what we did to start that was we, throughout the season, we kind of take notes on, players, different things like that. The underclassmen are kind of girls or boys, doesn't matter which one, because we had the same system for both. People who made like all conference, people who kind of helped their team, win games. It doesn't always have to be a point thing. It could be, they're really good defenders. Like we had one guy on our list for the boys. He was a defensive player. Every time we went to see him, he did really good against other bigs, and he was playing undersized against those bigs and still stopping them. So we have like a qualification. We go to the games, eye test, mixed with stats and then mixed with, coaches speaking highly of them when we go to different games, just different things. It's a cumulative thing. It's not like just a set standard of stats. Like we don't go 110% off stats. Stats are a part of this whole thing but it's not the end all be all when it comes to it. Most of the guys, I'll say this, I don't know if I could pull that up. I'll give you guys an idea, but most of the guys, where did it go? It disappeared. So I'm gonna pull this up. Sheesh, I didn't know I had this much stuff open on my computer. I'm gonna close some of this stuff and then I'm gonna pull something up and just show you guys a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go to let's go to my profile. My computer's moving a little slow today. I'm probably gonna have to send this thing out. I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. I just kind of spoke to that. So let me just show you real quick what we're doing, or so you guys can get an idea. The thing is kind of huge on there. Ah, there we go. All right, so this is our Instagram on Facebook. So as you can see, right here, I click on this kid, Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas plays for Paul Six, obviously, but he was one of the better guys on their team. Kind of helped them in scoring. Was an underclassman, so he got selected. Most of the people that we select, you have to help your team out in some kind of way, right? We can't take. We're trying to legitimize this game. We're not trying to do a voting system because we understand some areas are a little bit deeper than others or bigger than others. We understand, all of that stuff. You take Luke right here. Luke helped his team at Camden Catholic. He was a starter. Really, really helped his team. Also, Quinn Gibson's an underclassman. Bryce Clark was our freshman of the year. Played at Camden Catholic. Did really, really good there at Camden Catholic. Emmanuel Joe, you guys know him from Camden High School. he might have led them in scoring this year, either him or Billy Richmond, and then Kenny Smith. So these are some of the different things that we've started to release as far as players that are committed to the game, underclassmen. We have a lot more. You see the messages and all that stuff is starting to light up on my end. So I got to do a better job with filtering that out. But we working, man. We getting hit up on Twitter, Instagram, and we're just trying to make this a really good game for the players and a really exciting one. We're doing some things to motivate the kids, the players, and the parents to promote and push the game as well. And I gotta say the game is absolutely free to the players, but they're going to have to earn it. I didn't want to when talking to people, I didn't want to have a game where we invite kids, they come with one person to the game. It's an empty gym. They're running around in t-shirts and shorts. They're like it's really not an all-star feel. It kind of feels more like a pickup game. So we're trying to create this event and have people involved with it, have different things that are going on throughout the day. So it should be a really good experience, man. It should be a really good experience. But the difficulties of planning are, we're running into some difficulties just getting things out there, man. It's trying to communicate with kids and how I feel, especially if you're turning 18, 17, 18. um you're about 3 months removed from college. So the parents holding your hands, walking you through every step of the way, like that's get ready to be over. So we're trying to do things to kind of show kids that hey, you have to kind of be responsible for getting us this information, just different things. So we understand that it's going to be a little bit of difficulty when doing that, but we want to really get those high school kids ready for college. You know what I mean? They're ready to, step up in level, responsibility, different things like that. And no coach is going to hold your hand. You know what I mean? They don't want to have to contact your parents to find out what size shirt you wear or different things like that. I think those are you're responsible enough to know what size you wear. So that's where we are, man. We're in the process of making the uniforms for the two boys games. We're going to get those done, and then we're going to start with focusing a lot more on the girls game. We have invites out. Let me refresh my page. Sorry about that. We have some commitments. So now it's just about following up with these players and, you know, making it, making it a legit event. So that's where we are, man. Right now, as far as the girls go, um, we have about 12 registered. So we just start sending those out on Tuesday. Today is Thursday, so we should see more interest from that game coming up. So that's where we are with the All-Star game, man. And we're just building this thing out. So I didn't want to be on here long today. I got to tell y'all, man, I needed to pop up and just tell y'all what was going on with the All-Star game. I needed to kind of tell you guys, get off my chest how difficult the setting this thing up is. Telling you guys what kind of motivates me to get to this point and to push these games out. And then I gotta go, man. Y'all gotta understand. It is so much work. It is so much work to be done. So many phone calls to be made. All of this stuff. We have some great people that have stepped in. We have the 8th grade game. What we're going to do with that is, we're doing. We have about 6 people in the South Jersey area that cover different areas. And what they're doing is they're going through filtering out, and trying to get the best kids for that 8th grade game. We're putting that list together. We're going to bring them into a gym next week. We're going to do workouts. And then we're going to do our selection. Once we do the selection, we will have a draft. and players will go to their teams. They'll get like a practice or two in, and then we'll be ready for that All-Star game. So the 8th grade game is starting to shape up too. We have some really good names. I'll show you guys. Like they're starting to roll in from from everybody who is a part of this. I'm gonna cover up my man. I'll cover up this phone number. Man, I bought this lottery ticket and I ain't win. I ain't win. Nah, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this. I was supposed to win the Powerball. But this is just one. This was a text. I don't feel like going through Instagram and all that other stuff. But you guys see all of the text messages and different things. Like we're starting to list, players. We're going to probably do the same thing for the girls. We're going to start reaching out. If you do have a player that you feel like should be in this game, or it's good enough that should be in this, by all means, please DM us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Instagram is a little better because we have different people that are monitoring that monitoring. Sorry about that. We're that Instagram page, so you'll probably get a quicker response because it's about 3 or 4 of us in there that are kind of responding to people when we're able to. Or you could directly DM Kevin Emmons or Chris Baker on Twitter as well. So that's where we are with that, man. This thing is amazing, man. It's motivating me. It's giving me my energy back. Of things that um n- um sorry about that. It's giving me my energy back, letting me, refresh and reboot my mind of thinking of why I originally wanted to do this and how I wanted to help kids. The inboxes from the different coaches asking information, not high school coaches, other coaches asking information. Some are asking if there will be a live stream. Told them we will have a live stream, so they asked me to drop them their links. I was surprised. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I get surprised. Oh, that's one of the calls I was waiting for. I might have to get off of here pretty soon. Um, um, my bad. I need to. I'm gonna have to take that in a second. I'm gonna have to call them right back. I don't want to miss this call. But I was surprised. I know we have a reach for football. I was not expecting this reach for basketball, but it seems like we do have a reach, and we have some coaches as far as basketball that are asking us different questions. So that's exciting, man. That's what really motivates me. It takes me back to my childhood. One thing that I didn't have throughout high school was that male guidance. The male influence, or somebody just pretty much motivating me or giving me a reason to want to play. Coming in as a freshman, playing varsity. Um, practicing with these guys and the older guys all, kind of motivating me. It was kind of cool, but a lot of that stuff gets to your head. And then you get to the point where you kind of feel like you could do no wrong. And I'm going back to the late 90s with this. It was no social media. There was none of that stuff. So, wishing I had that coach, that male role model that kind of threw their arms around me and said, "Let's go. You can do this. I believe in you." I miss that coming up. So that's why I go so hard, with things that we do here at D2 Sports Network, trying to make sure it's right, calling people, hitting people directly on the DM, making sure that, they're a part of the game in any capacity. What can we do? How can we work things out? How can we make sure that you're a part of this game or feel involved? And I'm reaching out to different coaches, trying to bring them in because I understand how important this is. We had conversations last night about some players that we may have to throw our arms around, that are a little bit younger, and I'm saying, yo, by all means, we're getting those guys into this game And whatever we need to do, we're going to do. Whatever I need to do. Do I need to try to facilitate rides or, different things like that? We'll make sure we contact their parents and get them involved because, things like this all-star game, showcase game, whatever you want to call it, can open their eyes up when they go outside of their living area and they're, able to see, different people, experience different people, players, and just different things like that. They get to experience it and see different things. It may open their eyes, and then we get in contact. We have contact with them now to kind of keep motivating them throughout the process, asking them if they have any questions or anything like that. So that's where we are with this, man. But hopefully this will be a great event. We're working extremely hard to try to, make this a good event. And make it an enjoyable one for people for years and years to come. So next year I'm already in the planning stages, right? I'm seeing what I'm doing now, and I know where I want to be next year. So I've told some of the people my ideas, which I thought were far fetched and big, but they're all into it as well. So that's what we really trying to do, man. Really trying to motivate these kids. We're trying to give them the spotlight. We're trying to make sure that coaches, from the high school level are there. We're trying to make sure college coaches are viewing this game somehow, some way. So, I'm working, man. We're working. So I'ma definitely keep pushing this game and you guys will keep seeing it. But, man, I gotta return this phone call. I apologize. I was expecting this call a little bit later, but like I said, I was not going to be on here that long. If you have not, if you're coming in a little bit late, go back to the beginning. We're pretty much talking about, the All-Star game, the setup, and all of that stuff. That's what we're trying to do. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, everybody? I want to get y'all in here. That's for sure. Tuning in from the UK. Salute. Salute. Oh man, that's great. That's what we need, man. That's what I need. I need that national exposure. That's what I'm trying to do with some of these kids. And like I said, man, this thing is going to be, it's going to be huge. If things are going the way that they're appearing to go, it's going to be a packed house. So once I put the ticket link out, make sure y'all get y'all tickets. The players already have tickets that they're responsible for. And those are moving. People are asking if they could get more. So it's going to be one of those things, man. I cannot wait for this event and this game to pop off, man. In the next 2 weeks, 2 weeks. We down to 2 weeks, but yeah, man, for sure, for sure. Listen, I got to get out of here. I got to take this phone. I got to get this phone call back because that was an important one about stuff that we're trying to do. I thank you guys for tuning in. This is a quick one. I apologize. I know I missed yesterday. I'm sorry for that, but I'm making up for it today. And as we go along, I'm going to start, bringing on some of the coaches. I'm going to start bringing on some of the players. Y'all know spring break is getting ready to come up, so I'll be able to bring some of those people up here to kind of talk to you guys. If you guys know really good girls and boys basketball players here in the South Jersey area, make sure you reach out to me. Once again, it's D2 Sports Network on YouTube and Facebook, and D2 Sports Network 1 on Instagram, and D2 Athletics on Twitter. Make sure y'all follow and subscribe. Set your notification bell so you know when we coming on. And we can start having some fun, man. I got to get more dialogue coming in here. I want to get other people's opinions and thoughts on different things that we're working on. So, while I'll get that out, I'll do a little bit better job letting you guys know when we're going on. But every morning at 9:30, I'm popping on right here from D2 Sports Network pages. All right. So salute everybody. Enjoy your day. Have a good one. I'm sorry I gotta cut it early. All right. I'll see y'all.